Alright you guys, so my main goal for this review on the Nama was to actually review it for real. Not to just see if it could make some great juices, but I also want to see how it works with those more difficult and those more tough fruits and vegetables that we work with. We're going to be reviewing juice amount and oxidation, so also the foam as well, the color, the taste, pulp amount, pulp wetness, how easily the machine works, whether it's like jamming up and stuff like that, and of course noise level. Now this juicer is supposed to be good for less prep, hands-free, and batch juicing. So let's get to it, okay? Pineapples usually find themselves some way, somehow getting stuck and clogged up in the juicers. With the pulp container, I normally put a bag in it just so I don't have to deal with cleaning it out. But for video purposes, just so we can really see, I'm not going to do that. I'm at least gonna cut it in half. So here's part of the pineapple. Boom. And the options on the switch are on, off, reverse. So let's let the magic happen. So as you guys can see from mine, there is a tiny bit of leak coming out on this side. Not that I wouldn't have the cup here anyway, but look at this. That happened pretty fast. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh wow, that's pretty. That's very satisfying. Once the pulp itself stops moving, then I think we've gotten all we can get. That is the rest of it. Now I do still see a little bit of juice in here, so what I'm going to do is just tilt my Nama a little bit just to get the rest of that. We are good. Here is the pulp. I feel like this is not very much pulp at all compared to the amount of pulp I've seen. I'm gonna temporarily take off my glove just to get a feel for that. This isn't dry, but it feels like it's almost there, and it doesn't feel like you can squeeze out much of anything else from it. Oh, and I just want to show you guys the inside of here, okay, so you can see the reality. There was a little something that was left. I couldn't get that, but it's not a lot at all, so I'm just gonna put other things in there and hopefully we can get that too. So now we're going to take an actual look at the juice. This is pretty awesome. Like, there is barely any foam at all, which in my previous juicers, it would just be so much foam. It would be so annoying. So, oh, I think I see a little bit more juice. Let me get that. That looks like liquid sunshine. Oh gosh, I'm excited. Oh wow. I've never had pineapple juice taste this good before. Oh. It's like candy. Okay. Fat carrots that I bought. I've got 3 big ones. I chopped them in half. And then I've also got just a little bit of turmeric. I'm gonna go ahead and load them into the hopper. Another difficult thing to juice because they can get stringy and caught up. So let's do this again. And it's so quiet. Other juices be like, but this one's like, I love it. And it juiced the pineapple so freaking fast. So this is awesome. Let's take a look at the pulp. This is amazing. Just eating it up. I love it. I want to feel it now. Oh shoot. Okay, now this pulp is almost completely dry. Very little dampness. Look at that. Oh wow. Look at how orange that is. Oh, that makes me feel like a carrot should be called an orange rather than an orange being called an orange. Because that is some pretty orange stuff. Alright, so I am tilting it over. Maybe a modification they can make to this juicer, I guess, would be to have a slant for the juice to come down. But I mean, as you guys could see, there is literally like no foam in this. It's crazy. I've never really drank carrot juice, so I don't know if I really want to drink this. But look at this color. This color is absolutely amazing. I will try it. Oh wow. This isn't bad. Is it my favorite thing? No, but it's very sweet. I didn't know carrots tasted like this in juice form, because honestly they kind of suck in regular form. So here are my 3 carrots and the 2 things of turmeric. I am just going to combine them with the 1 pineapple. And just so y'all know, that was actually a recipe. I snuck it in there. I'll make sure to have it below, but it's 1 full pineapple, 3 large carrots, and like 2 thumbs worth of turmeric. We all know that celery can get very stringy, also can clog up. I've got an entire bunch of celery, but I'm gonna just cut the celery into thirds. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm taking the leaves on the celery that has leaves as well, and we're just going to load up the hopper with this celery. Y'all know the deal. We close it and we turn it on. I'm gonna go ahead and fill the celery pulp as well, which is looking pretty dry. Yeah, it's pretty dry. I mean, I get a little bit on my fingers, but not very much at all. And I'm seeing even the strings are coming out on this end too, so that makes me very happy. It's not getting... Sorry about that, you guys. My camera battery died, so I had to go out and change it really quick. We are ready to go ahead and take it out. So of course the color is tainted because of the leftover carrot juice, but I'm looking and there's little to no foam in this as well. Look at that. Y'all see that? The pulp is very, very close to dry. So yeah, celery juice is nasty, but it juiced great, and I'm gonna mix it with some things. It's not really a lot. I'll chop it into fourths. Throw that one in there. Also, if you're wondering what knife this is, it is a Dexter knife, and I think I'll cut the sweet potato into fourths as well. So, here we go. Again, it's still very quiet, even though now it's squeaking a little bit. That looks so beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and let out some of it. Ooh, that looks like blood red. Wow, this is amazing. So I'm gonna let it finish up. These cute cubes. It is done now, so let's pour out. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I am not about to drink this beet juice. So here is the foam. It's a very tiny layer of foam. And no, I didn't rinse it out, so this color won't be pure green. Let's get her done. And I think I might have to push a little bit on the greens. So let me go ahead and work it a little bit. I think we're good. So you can already tell it's taking a little bit more work or a little longer to get it, but it's still coming out. So this is awesome. We're almost done. All right, I think we got all that we could do, you know, the thing. It looks kind of muddy. Now, of course, looking in here, you can see there is a little bit of foam. It's a thin layer of foam. I'm gonna open up the hopper because there's still a little bit of green in here, but I don't think it's gonna get the rest of that. You guys see in there? I'm gonna pull it out. So, just this tiny little bit. That's it. Okay, so I want to take a moment to talk about the juices themselves. Well, other than this one, these two have been sitting for quite some time, but as we can see, it's really start to set, so we can see the amount of oxidation, the foam, then there's some pure unadulterated juice, and then it gets a little murky down there. But other than that, it looks pretty darn good to me. And the same thing with this. You've got one thick layer here, and then another shade of color, another shade of color. Now with this, hasn't been sitting that long, but it just foam and then blah blah blah. So I think overall, the juices, they're just gonna separate and do this stuff either way, but I think this stuff still looks pretty darn good, so that is pretty awesome. Also, before I clean this out, I just wanted to say that this is pretty amazing. I know I took out the pineapple, but it wasn't a lot left, but usually with any other juicer that I've used, I would have had to already empty this, like empty it out and get another bag, because it would have been filled with so much pulp. As far as assembling and disassembling, I think it is super easy. It's nothing too complicated. And then as far as cleaning it, because it works so fast in the juicing arena, I think I was perfectly fine with taking my time to clean it. Rinsing it off did a lot of the work, and of course I got inside some nooks and crannies that needed to be cleaned. I would say if I could rate this Nama juicer on a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give this thing a freaking 20 because it is absolutely amazing. I'm glad that I invested in this, invested in myself, invested in my health, but also invested for my clients, because I have people who want juices, you know, for me, and I want them to have the best juice possible. I think that is 100% possible with the Nama juicer. So if you were having any questions about if you should get it or not, your girl here is gonna say yes. They ain't sponsor me, they ain't do none of that stuff. I just decided that I wanted to upgrade, and I'm happy with my decision. So I hope that this video helped you. If you have any questions, please comment below. The motor does come with a 15-year warranty and a 2-year warranty on the parts. Now with that warranty being that short, I don't think it's because the parts are cheap. These parts seem to be very nicely put together. I just think, you know, maybe the warranty on the motor is more so needed, you know, because people could be using this for a long time. You know, we want to keep it. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day. And remember, the kitchen is one of those places that you can be the most creative with your nama.